Hey gang, I've got another plant swap coming up very soon. Today is a Saturday and the plant swap is actually the next Saturday coming. And so I don't know if I'm going to tag this video onto the plant swap day video or if I'm going to put it up beforehand, but I wanted to go around my collection and do a little bit of decluttering, a little bit of organising potentially, and just find plants that I'm wanting to get rid of and potentially move things around. And I'm just going to take you with me, see what's going on in my collection. I'm sure you've picked up from the vibes of other videos that it's all a bit haphazard at the moment in my home. I've been like decluttering areas, I'm decluttering clothes, I'm decluttering plants. There's stuff in places where stuff doesn't belong. It's a whole host of things, but that is what I'm hoping this video is going to be. I'm hoping to collect a few plants that I want to take to the swap. I know I've got a box of propagations that have been in moss for way too long. If I can find enough pots, I would like to pot them up. Maybe I'll have to go out and get some little cups or something, but anyway, not much of a plan for this video, but I'm filming now, so let's get going. So to start with, this is the prop box that I mentioned. There's a lot of, well, there's micans in there, and there's Epipremnum Marble Queen, the variegated one, and there's also some reverted stems that look, they're just green. And they've been in there for like over a year. I definitely need to sort that out. So there's that I want to sort out. I'm going to look at like every section of my home. So obviously I'm not going to take my Thai constellation to the swap. I've got a plant in there that I'm not going to take to the swap, but I do need to do something with. These two anthurium aren't going to the swap. My Polyneura isn't, and neither is my Bilietiae. None of those are going to the swap. There are some Monstera albos behind here that I'm thinking of taking. So let me pull those out. I've got some water propping ones. And also some ones that are actually potted up. That one's got a growth point, which is exciting. And this one's growth point is now a bump. So there's those. Anything on this windowsill? Some dying roses. I think I might take this cactus. I'm not loving it. I'm really not loving it. I did give it a drink this morning. Yeah, not loving that. Hang on. Okay. Yep. Put that there. I think I want to keep everything else on that bit of the window shelf. Oh, it's a really sunny day. I'm sorry. It's not going to be ideal for filming. I have considered swapping this guy. Oh, I don't know. Like, look at all of his little babies. Maybe I can just take some of the babies. Look how cute that is. It's so cute. Oh, I'll put it on the table and think about it. I have got, God, this plant's always dropping babies. So I've got some of those there too. Maybe I'll just do like a few little pots. Monkey tail I'm keeping. I have considered this guy. It's a Senecio of some kind. I can't remember the name. It's grown a little bit crazily. I was considering propping that. I don't want to get rid of the whole thing, but I have considered taking some of it. I got this guy at the last plant swap. Don't want to get rid of him. They're all quite new. The rest of the things on this windowsill, I don't want to get rid of those. Biophytum sensitivum, don't want to get rid of that. Shaviriana, Homolumina, don't want to get rid of those. This is a random fern that I need to sort out. That looks rather dry. I'm going to just pop that on the sofa because I need to remember to do something with that. Up here is my big mother micans, and here is a little prop micans that I had been thinking about taking to the swap, but I know my micans at the top here is so bold, so I was thinking about actually putting that one in with it. It really needs a repot. I haven't repotted that in a couple of years. Ooh. Do you like these hearts, by the way? I put them up for Valentine's Day. It's like the middle of March. They should be gone down, but I really like them. Okay, so the chaos that is the plant shelves and cabinet, and when I say chaos, I mean chaos. Look at all of this stuff on the floor in front of it. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just go through it all. I don't think there's anything on this top shelf that I'm wanting to part with. I think I want to keep everything that's up here. Look at this little new leaf on my Patriciae. So cute. I do have a lot of the Sarcostemma. Maybe I should consider getting rid of some of that. I think I've got like 3 different pots of this. So maybe, remind me about it, it's a maybe. Next shelf down. This is my Monstera Esqueleto that I got from Grow Tropicals, which is finally growing a new leaf. It's snapped off. I think I should be getting a bigger one of these, but I don't want to risk it just in case it doesn't come. Got my Hoya back there. I want to keep that. I want to keep this Hoya too. Ooh. I feel it is really, really beautiful. Stupid focus. This Philodendron Brantianum is one that I have thought about like taking to the swap. I got it at the last swap, and it hasn't grown too much for me. I will admit that's probably my fault. I haven't really cared for it. They are beautiful leaves. Oh God. I'm gonna put it on the sofa as a maybe. I have a really sad maidenhair fern there. I can't take that. Obviously I'm going to keep my luxurians. These bottom 2 leaves have really yellowed in like the last couple of days. I have given it a drink. I'm hoping it was just that. I want to keep my Syngonium albo. This is a Dioscorea elephantypes Cordex that I'm keeping. The air plant. Maybe. Oh, I'm gonna put it on the sofa. It's a maybe. Right, next section down. Button fern I'm keeping. Sarah Corant Epiphyllum. I could probably take some cuttings of that one. I have only just like recently repotted it. Do I take some cuttings of that one? I'm going to leave that one just here and think about it. This orchid is new to my collection. I love the colours. Elaphoglossum metallicum. Not doing anything to that one. I'm not confident enough to take that one apart. I have got some Alternantheria party time propagating in here. I'd actually taken this plant into work and I love it in work. I brought it home because I've been on annual leave this past week and my office has the heating on for some obscure reason still, and it's boiling, so all of the plants get thirsty, and if you've owned this one you'll know that it just completely flops like wet spinach when it dries out. and these two bits fell off when I was bringing it home, and I'd actually told one of the young people that I work with that I'd give her a couple of cuttings of it, so it's quite nice that that's fallen off. They are, pretty sure there is some roots going on in there, but yeah, so I'm not going to take that to the swap. I'm going to continue rooting it for one of my young people. There's nothing down here, I don't think, that I'm wanting to take. Although there's a lot of begonia props back there. I should probably do something with those. I've got a lot of this begonia. It's the one on the top shelf. I need to either take that with me or pot it with the mother plants. I'll put that there. I'm not going to get rid of this jewel orchid, but I have got some jewel orchid I think that I could take. I'll just need to find the right kind of thing to take them in. I'm going to do the cabinet last. I didn't imagine there's too much in there. For this section, this is a new Rhaphidophora that I'm keeping these jewel orchids. Keeping. Ooh, this Hoya linearis, possibly. Look at how rooty that is. People say that they struggle with rooting the Hoya linearis. Why is it not focusing on that? Focus on the roots. People say they struggle. Water. Try water. I've never, ever, ever had a Hoya linearis fail in water. So maybe, oh. I have a Rhaphidophora decursiva that's very thirsty and is climbing up the wall there. Probably need to do something with that. Oh, keep. That's one of the other sarcostemas back there. I'm gonna keep this, but look how ridiculous. This is my Anthurium nigrolaminum GG, and it had like fallen over in its pot, so it was sat like the right way round, so I've stacked it back up, and it's just, it's looking ridiculous. Honestly, you guys, I really need to like sort my life out with these plants. They're all looking awful. Right, sarcostema. Maybe I could take, I know Hayley from Mint Plants is going to be there. Maybe if nobody wants it, I could just give it back to her. She can sell it on again. I don't know. Also, if you've noticed my nail colour looks like it's changing, it's because it is. Little break from the plants, like I'm obsessed. I didn't know that like thermal colour changing nail varnish existed, and now I've got like 6 different colours. I am obsessed. I love it so much. I'm gonna have to prove to you like how much it changes. Right, ignore the washing up, but it's cold. Look at that colour, it's so cool. So cold water, you turn it to hot. Ah! How cool is that? Seriously. I love it. Honestly, obsessed with this. We'll stop admiring my nail varnish and we'll get back to the plants. New Monstera keeping. There's a Mojito Syngonium back there which I want to keep. Anthurium sagittatum looking not happy with me, but keeping. This variegated spiral ginger situation. maybe I have got some propagations of that, so I could either take the plant or the propagations. Let me pull it out. Ooh, it's been neglected down here. It's probably really thirsty. So I'll keep that there. I love my Miranda lemon lime, keeping that. Oh God, all of these plants. This alocasia is mad at me, and I have got some corms of it, but I don't really know if this actual mother bit is gonna survive. As you can see, it's very, very floppy in this semi-hydro pond setup, so I'm not going to pass that on to anybody because it may or may not survive. Anthurium peltigerum is also not happy with me. The last 2 leaves have looked like this because I've let it dry out. I need to repot it. And this is my Anthurium argyrostachym yasuni, which I need to repot and want to keep. Okay, let me move stuff out of the way to get to the cabinet. Oh God. This is what living with ADHD is like. Start projects, don't finish them, leave them all over the place. My poor husband, like, I feel like I know he hates this part of me. Like, I've got stuff under here. This, my address on the front of it. This is a packet of mite sachets. They're probably not even alive anymore. I can't remember when I got this sent out to me. I paused my subscription after getting this and not immediately switching them out because I knew, like, I haven't had thrips for ages. I know I'm good. I probably will get another, I'll start my subscription again soon because we are rocking up to thrip season, but like, I paid for these. They are living creatures and I've just put them under there. And yeah, like, this is what living with ADHD is like. It's really, really not fun. Okay, in the cabinet. Whew. So, I think do I want to get rid of this Hoya? I think I do. I have considered taking this one, but I kind of want to keep it to do a different trade with. Can I capture the fuzz? Look at the fuzz around that new leaf on my Hoya Matilde. Oh my God. That is adorable. Oh, it stopped focusing on it. How cute. Oh, I love that plant. Don't think I want to get rid of either of those. Can we take a moment to acknowledge this really, really long growth point? This is the, what is this called? It's the, like, Queen of the Night jungle orchid cactus thing. Is it an Epiphyllum oxy something or other? Like, it shot out this long stem and it just kept going. And I was like, what is happening? And I can just see that it's starting to, like, expand out at the top here to form a leaf. But, like, look how ridiculous. Like, the pot is down here. This is this bit of the plant and it's like, whoop. Ridiculous. Anyway, is this even alive anymore? Oh no. This did have it had like a little Elaphoglossum metallicum section in it, but it doesn't look like it's alive anymore. Otherwise I would have taken that. Okay, just pop that back in. Keeping, definitely keeping. Still in love with my Dioscorea. Absolutely love it. Keeping. It's blurry, I'm sorry. Dakim, keeping. This guy, oh my god, what is it? Sephora prostrata has started putting out some new growth. Oh, how cute is that? I'm keeping that. I really, really, really love this plant. It doesn't look its best, but I'm hoping it can make a comeback this summer. I'm keeping this Hoya. I've got a Hoya Courtisii here. I don't know. I love the leaves of the Hoya Courtisii, or Courtisii, however you say it. I really, really, really love the leaves, but I've not been enjoying the way this one's been growing, albeit I've not cared for it very well. It was a project actually. I put it into very, very dry fluval stratum to see how it would grow. It's obviously loved it. It's very rooted. I've let it dry out too many times. Maybe if I just cut off a few sections, make it look pretty again, because I do really love the leaves on this Hoya. It's just not growing how I want it to, but maybe that's because I'm just not looking after it how it wants me to. Bit of give and take in this hobby, innit? I'll put that one down here. I might take some little, like, tiny little cuttings, maybe. On this bottom shelf, so this is more of the, oh my god, oh god. Oh no. Just plucked this section out of it. Whoops. I'm not going to get that back in there, am I? This is more of the spiral ginger. So I'm going to put that with... Where'd the rest of the pot go? There it is. Put that with the rest of the pot to figure out what I'm doing, whether I'm keeping the props, keeping the plant, giving it all up. Do that. I'll put this guy back up here. Oh, this leaf is too big. Ooh, in here, god, these have been in here for so long too. Oh no. Professional YouTuber here. In here, there are some Syndapsus tattoo. These, definitely this one might just be a silvery one. There's some Syndapsus and there's some Rhaphidophora decursiva and something else. Is that more? I think that's more Epipremnum Marble Queen props. I might take some of these with me because honestly they've been in there for over a year and clearly I'm not doing anything with them, so I'll take those. I really need to pot that up. It's a Monstera chocolate chips. No, it's not. It's a Monstera Adansonii narrow form. Look how much it's circled around that pot. Gang, I've got so many plant chores to do. Oh. I've considered taking this Syndapsus argyrius with me, but I can't let it go. I love it. Like, how beautiful. I just can't. It is a bit gangly, so maybe I can take some cuttings off of it to make it look a bit nicer. This one also, like, I'm sorry, this is my Silvery Anne. Like, how beautiful. Stunning. So, so stunning. Again, bit gangly, but maybe we'll take some cuttings. I need to pop this one up, but absolutely keeping that. It's very new to my collection. My Passiflora trifasciata. So cute. Look at those little, like, curly tendrils. Adorable. Adorable. This is the Jewel Orchid selection I was thinking about taking with me if I can find a way to do so. I definitely need to do something with them because they are not happy in there. So I'll bring them out. And then I've got some of my fishbone cactus, which I'm probably not going to take them all, but I am going to take some of them. Oh no. I'm going to take this guy. And this guy. I really love these three. I don't think I can let go of this one. but I think I'll take these ones with me. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's it for the collection out here. Oh, I didn't look at the top of my cabinet. Not that I think there's anything on there that I want to get rid of. Up top here is chaos. Begonia keep, Ficus villosa keep. This guy, like, part of me wants to get rid, but I know I'll end up purchasing it again. What is it? Something, is it Crassula Hottentot? Something silly like that. Yeah, Hottentot. I just love the name. Keep that. Oh, lid back on the ficus. Gonna keep this anthurium. This is my tortum that I got at the last swap. Gonna keep that one. Frydek, even though it does my nutting, I'm gonna keep. Orchid keeping. Little baby anthuriums keeping. Okay, so that's everything here. Okay, these are the plants that I've pulled out so far to fiddle around with and potentially take with me. I've also got the Epiphyllum, the Brantianum and the Tillandsia air plant in the maybe pile. So what I'm going to do is get some potting supplies and pot some of these up, because any water props are definitely in need of being potted, and some of the things I want to keep the pots that they're in, but want to get rid of the plants. So let me do that and set you up properly. Just realised that I have been talking at you and I haven't hit record. It's very annoying. What I was saying is I have a pot here of substrate that's like a generic kind of substrate. I think it will be okay for all of these plants. I have some pots here and I was going to try and pick this sticker off and it went all gooey, so I'm not going to bother doing that. That's all you've missed out on. What I'm going to do, oh, I should probably get scissors. Got scissors. Okay, I'm just going to fiddle around and I'll talk to you when I need to. I need to talk to you straight away. This cactus I haven't had for a very long time. I think I got it back in December, maybe November last year, I don't know. Which I say isn't a very long time, but that's like 3 or 4 months ago, so it's, you know, an amount of time. I wasn't sure what, that sun, I'm gonna have to move the curtain, hang on. So when I bought this cactus, I wasn't sure about it. I wasn't sure about the like weird colouring. I was curious, but I don't think it's quite right. Like, I'm still kind of curious to see how they change and grow, but I don't think it's right for me in my collection at this time. Why I wanted to have a look at it is because I know it fell over in the car. Ooh, and the substrate's really wet. I gave it a drink this morning. So it fell over in the car when I bought it, and it just completely plopped out of like the soil, and I've not done anything about it. So I shouldn't put this in that soil, but I'm going to repot it into, is that going to be too small and ridiculous? I'm going to repot it into one of these tiny pots, but I'm going to do that with like some proper cactus and succulent soil. So I'm just going to pop that one to the side to remind me to do that, and then I can keep this pot for something else because I quite like it. Right, now how many cuttings are in here? Right, I have 2 of these. I think they're Croniana, or are they Laculosa? Are they the same thing? I think they might even be the same thing. But I've got these 2 now. Do I do them as 2 separate ones, or do I do them together? Oh, they're like water dripping off them. It's like green. It's algae ridden. They've both got 2 growth points. I think I'm just going to do them together. Like, I guess what I'm thinking is I don't necessarily want to be bringing in plants like back to my collection, so I don't, like, I know I will, because I'll be swapping some. I'll probably give some of these, put them on the free table, but I don't need to take 2 of the same plant, like when it's this small, and potentially come home with 2 plants of whatever size. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to take the tags off of these because this is not a Ficus shaveriana. And I think this time round I am going to write the tags before I go, because last time I did them there and that was stressful. I was so nervous, I was shaking. Like, if you're new and you weren't around at when I posted the last plant swap video, I'm really not, like, I'm not a very social person, which I feel like I probably come across as quite bubbly and social here on YouTube, but like, I'm sat in a room talking to myself. Like, I know I'm talking to all of you and I love that, but realistically, I'm sat in a room talking to myself. I don't feel like you need to be social to, I'm gonna put this on this side. I don't feel like you need to be social to have a YouTube channel. I think it's probably a bit of a misconception that if you're a YouTuber, you're like this really bubbly, outgoing person. That's what I thought about YouTubers before I decided to take the plunge and become one. I am not a very social person. It really depends on the day. I do enjoy being with friends and like people that recharge me, but in all honesty, and not trying to be rude, I find socializing quite draining. And like, when people talk about like social batteries and like how they feel so energized after like seeing people, often I'm exhausted and I need a nap, and it affects me for days after. And I have a very people-y job. I spend all day talking to colleagues or to the young people in their families that I work with, and so I do a lot of socializing for somebody that doesn't like to be very social. And before the plant swap last time, I was so anxious and nervous and just really not feeling great at all. And when I got there, when I was trying to like write out my labels, I was like trying to contain my breathing, not have a panic attack. It wasn't great. Anyway, there's that one, I'll put it up. That is adorable. That is really cute. If you're a Hoya person, you're at the swap. I hope you get this. Right, let's have a little look in here. Obviously there are some wet sticks that are not doing anything. I'm pretty sure the ones that are like plopped on top, I'm pretty sure they're Marble Queen ones. Do I want to take them? Like, do you think anybody would anybody want some, like the rooted ones, like some rooted Marble Queen? Should I put that on the free table? That one's obviously dead. Ew, says that one, that one's raw squashy. Oh no. Ugh, I hate touching squishy things. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that is such a sensory ick. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was horrible. Okay, I feel like you need to see more of what I'm doing. Should I try and lift you up? Like, I want you to be able to see my face and see what I'm doing. That kind of works, right? It was mine and Steve's anniversary, not from when we got married, from when we met. We met 11 years ago. Can't believe it. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Yeah, should I put these on the free table? Like, I don't think I'm going to do anything with them. I've got another box of Marble Queen stuff in here. Oh, maybe if there are some rooted ones, I could put like some of the rooted wet sticks in with some of the leafy ones that I've already sprouted. That could be a plan. I'm dreading going through that prop box, by the way, gang. Have a look at the... See the roots? Oh God. That's... If I didn't want that box, I would just give the box away. But I think I want the box. Right. I need to stop talking because this is going to be a nightmare for editing, Amy. Right. I kind of want to keep the synapses. Oh, really wrong bit. Because I'm having a little bit of a moment for synapses. So maybe I'll keep those. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. What I'm gonna name this is like Rhaphidophora decursiva rooted and shooted wet sticks ×3, because that's what it is. But that is adorable. That's so cute. Oh god. Right, some of these Mycon's leaves don't look massively happy. They've not rooted. Right, these have been in here for like, must be well over a year now, definitely a year. They've not rooted, so I'm gonna, any that's not rooted now, I'm just gonna throw away. Like, if they've not done it yet, they're not going to. The others all kind of feel a bit stuck. There's stuff there. Oh god, where do I start? Right, I'm not going to talk to you in this because I need to just get on with this. Sorry, editing Amy. If you guys ever see me setting up a moss prop box like this again, please either tell me not to, make sure I'm chopping the moss up, or just tell me not to, because like detangling roots this long is ridiculous. This is a Mycon's, but it really doesn't look very healthy. I don't want to take that, so I'm not going to. What on earth? That is ridiculous. Like, when you leave your wet stick propagations too long. That was ridiculous. Oh my god, the process isn't even done. What I was planning on doing was like separating the variegated ones from the reverted ones, but I don't know if I can be bothered. Let's just see where we get to. These were the wet sticks there. Oh my god. This clump I'm just going to put up together, like, it's just wet stick on top of wet stick, but they're all really cute. I'm going to pot those up together. I think I'm going to put these on the free table if I'm honest, gang. Like, it's just, I don't, maybe I'll put like some of them on the free table, some of them on my swap table, kind of depending on, I don't know, how cute it's sitting, the level of variegation, I don't know. I don't know how desirable Marble Queen is. Like, I know you can get it in pretty much any garden centre here in the UK, but yeah. One. I'm bored. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Right. I can't bear to pot any more of those up. I managed 6. I'm going to put the green ones, the wet sticks, and the ones that I'm going to pot into my mother plant back in the original box and move on, because I've still got so much to do. Right, I have these 2 wet stick, well, water propped Monstera. This one dried out, isn't looking too happy, but they both have growth points and they both have roots, so I'm going to pot them up into their own pots so that they can go to a new home. Ooh, don't be careful. That one's not the like most sturdy in the pot, but I'll secure it somehow. There's that one. And then this one. Oh, it's growing at an odd angle. Get in the pot roots. You're gonna need something to hold you down too. You're gonna need like some little like soil pin things. There's that one. Oh, I'm really flagging. Oh, really flagging. Good God. Let's get that begonia done. We got in here. How much are we working with? Oh, that's silly. I'm not taking that with me. That's just silly. Right, I've got this huge stick with this massive leaf, which I suppose shows the size, but it's got these 2 new leaves. A rotted stick with some leaves. I'm not taking that. I can't. And then there's these 2. Maybe I'll just pop that all up. Yeah, I'm just going to pop that all up together. It'll make somebody happy. It'll make somebody happy. A silly little begonia. Cute. There's that one. Keeping. I'm gonna take these two. They probably should chill out before I take them. Like, I don't know how to pop those up, but I'll take those. I'm gonna chop off some of this curtisii, aren't I? Chop it here. Here. Oh, not very well because these scissors don't work. I can't. I was trying to do it all aesthetic so that you could see, but I can't. That bit's brown, so I'm gonna get rid of that bit. That bit's chopped off already. Where's the other bit that I've chopped off? Oh. You're a bit brown, so you can go. I just really want it to grow nicer. I really want to love you. I don't know. I might end up taking the whole thing with me, but I'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to do like the butterfly method. I haven't done the butterfly method before, but I think it'll be okay. So that is basically cutting like either side of the leaves and then putting the roots on to the soil. And what's really good is that this guy does have roots, hopefully you can see, on like either side. Good God, these scissors are terrible. I picked up. There we go. It's a cute little Hoya curtisio pot. Got the linear. Oh, what do I do about that sedum? I'm really flagging. I'm gonna take a break, have a cup of tea, tidy up the kind of like mess I've made so far, see what I'm left with, and I will probably do some bits off camera and then show you what I'm taking. See you when I see you.